Hi, this is Bill with Appalachian Spirit Folk Instruments. I'm with Liza, my lovely wife, and we're going to put a bottom string on the low G on a zither and show you how to do that step by step. We previously did a video on stringing up the zither, but we neglected to show you that bottom string, and people have been asking, so it's time to do this. And so Liza will start and she'll explain the step-by-step what she's doing for you so you can emulate it later on. If you have any questions, you're free to call us at any time or email us. Okay? Go ahead, Liza.
Now the only difference with the bottom string is that you're not wrapping around your pins like you do with the other ones. The bottom pin is the only the bottom string is the only single string that goes across but doesn't wrap around. So in order to place that bottom string, you're going to start out with your music wire. And we're going to take a pair of pliers that are about this wide. That's about, I'm guessing, maybe a ½ inch wide. You put the end of the wire in there and you fold it in more or less a 90-degree angle to make that little like L. And you see that okay? Yeah. And then we're going to bring it around and catch the wire in that little L to create like a teardrop shape. You see that? Yeah. Okay. And then I'm just pushing down on it to pinch it off a bit. And what you want to do next with your pliers, and these plier sets can be found inexpensively at places like Walmart or hobby stores like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. You just start to wrap around. And if it gets hard to do this, you could take, here, I'm going to grab a rag over here. Excuse me while I fix my rod there. You won't have to deal with the rods at all because you'll still have your other strings on your instrument. Here we're starting with a new instrument to put this bottom string on. If it gets too hard to twist the wire, a rag will help cushion this so you can do a little more twisting. I'm used to it, so it doesn't bother me so much. You want to make it small enough so that when you go down to the hitch pin, let's go down to the hitch pin, you put it over the pin, it fits snugly. This is still a little loose, it's sliding off. I don't want to make it much smaller than this because if you twist it too much, it'll be too tight going over there, over the pin, and it won't fit. So what I do at this point is I take this and I just kind of pinch it a little to make it more narrow. See, I've narrowed it up just a little bit so it looks a little more teardrop-like. And then I'm going to push it down over the hitch pin, and that's fitting more snugly. So now that I know that that's okay, I'm going to take this end because you don't want to leave that sharp end just hanging out there, especially if you have a child in the house using the instrument. You don't want them to get pinched on that. So what I do is I'll take wire cutters and just snip that off as close as possible. And then I just press with the pliers to make sure it's kind of flattened against the string. And I just kind of feel around to feel if it'll scratch or not. That gives you a nice clean end. We put that over the pin and push it down. And then I bring it across to the tuning pin. And as we showed you on our other video, you're going to just extend your wire like a finger width past the instrument cut that wire. And then we'll go back and thread it through the tuning pin. We're going to do that little L-shape angle again at the end of the wire, just like that. You see that? And we'll bring it back and press it against the tuning pin. And I just need to grab my tuning wrench real quick. Give me just a moment. Grabbing the tuning wrench real quick, and we're going to go ahead and start to twist around. You do that slowly at first. You want to make sure that the end of your music wire is pinched under the wire you're twisting around. When you've done that a couple of times, just come back over to the hitch pin and make sure that that wire is staying down near the base of your hitch pin. That's very important when you're doing any wiring. You want to make sure that all your wires are always down near the base of the hitch pin. So I'm going to twist it a little more, make sure it's taut. And then I'm just going to check to make sure that it's sitting straight across, nice and horizontal. And then I'm going to see where it's at with the tuning. So yeah, that's at an F sharp, so it's very close. These bottom wires are usually the easiest to get up to tune, so I'm twisting it a little more. See, now it's up over the G. And at first with a new string, you might want to leave it up a little high because the string is going to relax and you're going to have to check the tuning. It's like I twisted it just a little and it went back down to F sharp. So I'm tightening a little again, and there we go. It's pretty much, see, there you go, it's spot on the G. And with any new string, you're always going to have to check a little more regularly because the strings will relax and you'll need to check tuning a little that first day that you have the string on. But before you know it, they'll play in and they'll stay in tune. So that's how you do your bottom string.
Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let us know. Thank you.